Tucked amongst the mountains of southwest China lies a metropolis of economic and cultural importance that shines as a beacon for international travelers, thanks to its captivating natural beauty and riveting entertainment at every turn. A city where ancient civilizations mingle with modern amenities. This is Chongqing, China's city for international travel. Chongqing, a city of spiritual, historical, and cultural significance within China. It's become a major destination for international tourism.
Chongqing boasts 198 Grade A scenic spots, as well as more than 2,500 cultural heritage sites and ancient villages which attract a large number of tourists.
Despite Chongqing's nickname as the City of Fog, because it's draped in a mysterious fog nearly 100 days of the year, its beautiful skyline is also a major draw, made up of skyscrapers that rival those of New York or Hong Kong.
Lit up at night, people say it looks like Hong Kong or even better.
And these buildings mark the rapid commercial growth of the city.
The Chinese are industrious. They want to grow, they will grow, and the faster the better for them.
In the nearly 2 decades since becoming a municipality under direct control of the Chinese government, Chongqing has matured into a city of global influence. Located in southwest China, its strategic position amongst the Yangtze and Yaling rivers is part of the reason it's become the largest major metropolis built upon a mountainous region in the world.
It's one of China's 4 direct-controlled municipalities, playing a strategic role in the One Belt, One Road initiative, as well as the Yangtze River Economic Zone.
The Yangtze River Economic Zone is one of China's strongest economic regions, accounting for 20% of the country's gross domestic product.
The development that I've seen here is just incredible. A lot more international companies here, a lot more interest in Chongqing, companies coming to look to invest.
And the One Belt, One Road initiative promotes connectivity and cooperation between China and the rest of Eurasia, making Chongqing an important city in terms of China's global affairs.
America, Japan, Canada, Netherlands, Italy, Hungary, and dozens of other countries have set up their consulates in Chongqing. 300 Fortune Global 500 companies have set up branches here.
It's this strong international influence that has made Chongqing the site of the World Tourism Cities Federation's Fragrant Hills Summit in 2016.
We successfully won the bid to host this year's WTCF Summit. We cordially invite and welcome all WTCF members to Chongqing to participate in this year's summit.
This event aims to promote international tourism relations between Chongqing and nations around the world. During the summit, Chongqing will launch a new tourism campaign called Beautiful Chongqing, a city of landscapes, and will allow visitors to learn about and experience the region's highlights, from the city's bustling urban life to the serene landscapes of the countryside. And, coinciding with this new directive, Chongqing has made foreign travel to the city easier than ever.
We put forward the 72-hour visa-free policy for 51 countries, like America, Russia, and France. We encourage more foreign tourists to visit Chongqing, enjoying the visa-free policy.
Those international visitors will be astounded to learn that Chongqing is home to 3 of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, the first of which are the ancient Dazu rock carvings.
If you come to Chongqing, you have to go to Dazu.
Here you'll find over 10,000 colorful and intricately preserved religious sculptures representing a mix of Confucian, Taoist, and Buddhist philosophies.
It's one of the 4 most historical religious Buddha sites in China.
The second World Heritage Site is Wulong Karst, an amazing environmental wonder consisting of the 3 natural bridges, limestone formations with an average height of more than 650 feet. Wulong Karst is also known for the Furong Cave, filled with breathtaking rock formations, making it one of the 3 best caves in the world, as well as unbelievable sinkhole clusters and waterfalls that will take your breath away.
It's just a marvelous experience. It's not to be missed.
The third and final World Natural Heritage Site in western Chongqing is Jinfo Mountain, also known as Golden Buddha Mountain. These peaks, shrouded in a misty fog, which only adds to their beauty and their mystery, are the highest in the Dalu mountain range.
Located in the south of Nanchuan District, Jinfo Mountain is the most well-known mountain in the area. It covers more than 800 miles, half of the district, and contains an amazing cave and river system.
Visitors can ascend above the clouds by cable car to the mountain peak where they'll find the Golden Buddha Temple, a grand decorative structure housing a mysterious cavern with stunning rock formations that have been there for centuries. At the end of their journey through the tunnels, travelers will be greeted by a giant golden Buddha towering over his devout followers, each praying for luck and prosperity. Many people make a pilgrimage to the cave to leave behind ribbons with their own prayers, asking for Buddha's blessing.
It's just unique. It's not just the fact that he's a giant, but the way it's located. You cannot experience it anywhere else.
Jinfo Mountain is also home to over 8,000 species of plants and animals. Some animals are national level protected, such as leaf monkeys.
These endangered monkeys are hard to find elsewhere in the world as they prefer to live amongst the rare karst caves. And visitors can get up close and personal with many other mischievous monkeys during their travels.
In summer, Jinfo Mountain is a wonderful summer resort, also the nearest one to Chongqing main city. Where we're standing is Dragon Gorge. The gorge is unique and earns its name by the dragon-shaped outline.
The unique shape and fast-flowing waters make this the perfect spot for the adventurous.
It is so beautiful and very cool in summer. Visitors can raft, enjoy the wonderful natural landscapes, and absorb the fresh air.
Up next, Southeastern Chongqing, a land of unmatched culture and customs. Aside from having 3 World Heritage Sites, Chongqing is home to cultures and customs dating back thousands of years. And there's no better way for visitors to immerse themselves in this history than to explore the southeastern countryside, a province basking in the rich culture and folk customs of Chongqing's Tuzhia, Miao, and Han people.
If you come to Chongqing, you certainly need to go out to the mountains. You need to go to one of the ancient towns.
Hongyan Ancient Town in Sushan County is perhaps the most famous of those historical and cultural areas because it was the setting for the famous romantic novel Border Town. Called the Southeastern Gate of Chongqing, Hongyan features exquisitely designed and uniquely shaped buildings like those in the Tuzhia ethnic village. The Tuzhia, Chinese 8th largest minority group, have built their complicated wooden houses with suspended corridors for more than 12 centuries. While exploring the town, travelers will find a beautifully designed riverwalk, a calligraphy garden, and the Hongcha Bridge. But Hongyan is most admired for the natural landscapes like the Sanbuguan Islet and the mountains surrounding the town. And some of the most famous sites of Hongyan are the ancient ferry boats that are connected by steel wire from one riverbank to the other, so the local boatmen can pull themselves across safely against the driving force of the river. Taoyuan in Yoyang County is like a land straight out of a fairy tale, a quiet, remote utopia known as Peach Blossom Land, after a poem written by famed writer Tao Yunming.
Dao Yangming's work, The Peach Blossom Spring, described an ideal place isolated from the outside world. The feeling this place gives us is quite natural. It seems that we traveled back to life 1,700 years ago.
Taoyuan is one of China's 4 major Taoist sacred places, and visitors can wander its peaceful pathways to soak in the beauty. From canopies of trees and flowers to poetic stone inscriptions, floating pagodas, ancient pavilions, copper straw sculptures, and ancient fishing boats, this place is like a painting brought to life, where the splendor of nature blends with art.
Peach Blossom Spring is absolutely a great place for tourists to have a one-day tour. The environment here is very good, and the air is quite fresh.
The site also features vast karst formations and the wondrous Fuxi Cave that has stood here for centuries.
This cave is exceedingly strange, just like a 62-mile art gallery, which is a world-renowned geological wonder in the world.
The Rin Village is at the center of the Taohuahuan scenic area. It's here where travelers can meet the locals, described in Tao's poem as being kind and friendly, buy their handcrafted goods, and enjoy a taste of their local food.
There are 2 Peach Blossom Springs in the world. One is in your heart, the other is in Yuyang.
In nearby Pingshui County, there's an entire architectural complex dedicated to honoring the Miao culture.
It's called Zhongli City. Pingshui is the biggest Miao autonomous county in China and the only autonomous county in Chongqing that is dominated by the Miao nationality.
The Miao people are one of the friendliest and most hospitable ethnic groups in all of China, known for living in southern China's mountainous regions. Their local cuisine, which is always spicy and often sour, and their colorful embroidered clothing, which they handcraft themselves. The exact style and pattern depends on the wearer's age, and the history of the Miao culture is stitched into the garments themselves. Suzhou City holds 3 Guinness World Records for its architecture. The first because the Judao Gate has more portals than any other Miao building in the world. The second for the Chu Li Palace, the world's highest and largest stilted building. This massive pagoda rises high above the city's plaza and is a perfect example of the traditional Miao style, with its intricate wood carvings, decorative beams, and overhanging eaves, a style also found in the homes of the Miao people. And the third world record is for the Zhuli God Column, the world's tallest Miao totem pole. It features intricate etches that tell the story of the Chuzhou and the Miao culture. Zhoushe Ancient Town in the district of Zhilingan is one of the most famous and perfectly preserved ancient towns in this region, standing nearly 1,300 years. The design of the town features elements of 3 different ancient Chinese cultures, the Ba, Tuzha, and Han, and the layout of the lanes served as a prototype for Chongqing's old cities and streets. In the center of the main square stands a white tiger, which is the totem of the town and an important mythological creature within China, known as the Guardian of the West.
It has a long history and splendid culture, which are great attractions to tourists.
The main attraction here is the Zhoushe Covered Bridge, the longest wooden bridge in the world, spanning 994 feet across the Apeng River. It's an amazing architectural wonder, featuring towers and pavilions that has stood the test of time for more than 400 years. A little over an hour's drive from Zhoushe is Xiao Nanhai Lake, formed as a result of an earthquake in 1857. It features pastoral landscapes, zigzagging creeks, and 3 beautiful islands. Lucky visitors may catch a rare appearance by the famous one-ton red monster fish, who visits the lake once a year, bringing luck and protection to the area. Coming up, Chongqing's signature sights and the passion and the power of the dragon dance. Chongqing is already drawing international attention, and with the 2016 World Tourism Cities Federation Fragrant Hills Tourism Summit taking place in the city from September 18th through the 22nd, Chongqing's signature sites will garner even more attention. Whether the sites are found within the city center, like the architectural symbol known as Great Hall of the People, the ancient towns of Suqikou or Hongyan Cave, and the terrific shopping district called Jifang Bay. Or an hour's drive northwest of the city, like Anju Ancient Town, found in Zhongli County. It's a charming village that encapsulates China's past and present.
Zhongli is a place with outstanding people and rich resources. It has a good ecological environment and endless charm.
Built at the intersection of the Qing and Fu rivers more than 1,500 years ago, Anju was once an important shipping port. Today, you can walk the bluestone streets to admire the riverfront village that remains charmingly undeveloped.
Way more traditional Chinese than Chongqing Center.
Anju Ancient Town is renowned for its large scale and good cultural preservation. It is also a birthplace of dragon culture.
The quiet village comes to life as the local people perform the Tongliang Fire Dragon Dance, one of 20 different types of dragon dances performed in this region.
The Tongliang dragon represents the totem of the Chinese nation and the wishes for good life as well. It reflects the history of the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation in culture.
Historically used by emperors to depict their imperial power, dragons have become a symbol of passion, strength, and good luck in Chinese culture. And this dance, started back in the Ming Dynasty and performed by a skilled dancing team working in unison, is meant to convey those ideals.
It's physical, and we can see the boys doing some kind of gymnastic, and with the girls with the music and everything, so it was pretty amazing.
These traditional folk dances draw visitors from around the world who can feel the passion the performers have for their history and culture. Another traditional dragon dance is the water dance. Utilizing the same skills as the fire dancers, these performers make the dragon rise from the riverbanks and weave through the narrow streets. And legend has it that dragons can control storms, floods, and tidal waves, so the locals spray him with water to keep those actions at bay.
I think it's really physical, and it's funny to see them like you don't expect what comes next. So it's really impressive, like wow.
And all forms of the Tongliang dragon dance are experiences not to be missed.
I hope our American friends can visit Anju Ancient Town to experience our dragon culture.
No matter where visitors travel in and around the city, they can enjoy one of the more than 100 hot spring sites.
Hot springs are amazing. A lot of them up in the mountains.
Known as the capital of hot springs, Chongqing's hot spring sites are spread across 10,000 square kilometers. The northern spring, found about 45 minutes from the city center, has nearly 1,600 years of history and is called the birthplace of Chinese hot springs. The Chinese have enjoyed hot springs dating back to their first emperor, and once a luxury reserved for royalty, now anyone can enjoy the health benefits of the natural minerals found within the spring.
So lovely places to go and relax on the weekend with family or friends. You can spend the whole day there.
Hot springs are an important part of Chinese traditional medicine, as the sulfur contained within can treat disease, and they are also great for reducing stress. These hot spring spas often have temples on site where you can light incense and pray for spiritual health and well-being. Up next, modern Chongqing, home to savory, spicy food and enough nightlife to keep visitors from ever seeing their five-star hotel bed. No matter which direction visitors travel from Chongqing city center, they will encounter unmatched beauty, history, and culture, but also modern amenities unmatched anywhere in the world. Take, for example, the world-class transportation system that will help them get to any and all of the scenic spots.
Public transportation is wonderful. You can get anywhere in the city.
Parts of this system are the famed Yangtze River Cableway, the world's largest river-crossing cable cars, and the longest system of elevated rail lines in the world.
I love how, like with so much of Chongqing, it's the old clashing with the new. I mean, you can hear the subway, you can see the bridges, but then in the midst of all that, there's this ancient building and all this history.
And when the sunshine fades on the city and the skyline lights up, the fun doesn't have to stop.
Kind of the craziness that is Chongqing at night is really, really exciting.
Visitors can visit bars, nightclubs, and KTV karaoke halls, or join the crowds in places like Guanyin Xiao Pedestrian Plaza, and bask in the marvel and beauty of the dancing water fountain. While other locals gather in the square to dance the evening away. And when the party's finally over and it comes time to turn in for the night, Chongqing offers 27 five-star hotels like the Intercontinental Hotel and the Sea Plaza Hotel.
Sea Plaza Hotel is quite new. We are a local brand. We have the team funded all from the international hotel background. We can attract the local people, the domestic people, but also the people from the international business.
The Sea Plaza features a fully equipped business center, lavish suites, Western dining options, and upscale fitness facilities. But what sets this hotel apart are the local Chinese touches, such as the traditional tea house and the mouth-watering cuisine of the city, like savory and spicy Chongqing noodles.
Basically, it's spicy, but it tastes really good.
Just as spicy and perhaps even more mouth-watering is Chongqing's signature dish, the hot pot.
Dozens of condiments such as peppers and chilies are mixed into a round pot, which is all boiled.
They have some with fish, they have some with meats, they have some with vegetables.
But Chongqing's version is remarkably different than other versions found across China because it's got a tongue-tingling zest to it thanks to the addition of the famous spicy Sichuan peppercorn that was born in the region.
When the food is well done, it tastes very delicious and makes customers happy.
Visitors will quickly learn while in Chongqing, food is an experience, and most hot pots can be enjoyed while taking in an evening of Sichuan opera, which features circus-like stunts ranging from blowing fire to changing faces like magic.
It was really lively. It was, of course, the face changing. I mean, I'm still wondering how they do it.
So it's friendly. It's a friendly, fun evening. It's a must, actually. It's a specialty there.
Everyone says when they leave Chongqing that they miss it. Nothing really compares to the life here.
You get the experience of a large metropolis with millions of people, but all the beauty and lore of what you've read about of China in the books.
Chongqing is a major metropolis that has matured into a city of global influence, and it needs to be experienced.
If you don't come here, you're missing out. You're missing a different side of China. It's not your typical tourist destination.
From the ancient towns and temples tucked between magnificent modern architecture, to the mountains and caves hiding centuries of secrets.
It's a marvelous, marvelous city.
So come experience the splendor and beauty of the landscapes, the charm and culture of the people, the fiery passion of the dragon dance, and the spicy zing of the hot pot. It's a magical escape you won't soon forget. Look for a future episode featuring the all-important and scenic Yangtze River.